Hello guys and welcome back. So today we are sitting at 60k and $300 as I'm filming this now. You might see the video in the morning and yeah, I think we are starting to stabilize the second bottom here. We have the first one, the second one, and the third one should be around here. Also we might see it should look like a inverted head and shoulders, but I would still call it a triple bottom because it's not as much of a difference. It seems to have stabilized around this area and now should go back at least a little bit. We have to expect a 65 66k now, and then maybe another drop to see the second shoulder or the third leg from the triple bottom. So let's go ahead with another chart, and this one is 6 monthly chart on Bitcoin, and we have one candle representing 6 months, and we had two of those red. We also had in the past, in the last bear market, two of those red. So in 2020 you can see. However, this one was a lot smaller, and we had two big ones, and now we should have a pullback. And yeah, we had a very aggressive green cycle after those two, and those were even more aggressive candles. If you can, you can see them. We also had this thing here. It didn't close on red, however it went down a lot, and we also have it here. However, it's this time on this candle, not on this one. So yeah, we also had two candles in the 2018 bear market, and we had another red one here separated from those two. However, the next 6 months should end greener, and we should have the bull run around the corner. Now let's go to another chart, which is the dominance chart, which had dead cross. So we should see alts going up now, and we should have some good news. But yeah, we won't have them tomorrow. We will have them somewhere. I would say in the next few months we will start seeing some results as we are approaching the end of the triple bottom around here. So if we go like this, around here somewhere, we should start seeing some stuff, and I predict most people will realize that we are in the new bull market and the new bull cycle, if you want, around December or January 2027. However, there is still a few months of accumulation until there. We might see growth around this time already, but it shouldn't be abrupt, or unless it's some unforeseen event. But nobody can predict an unforeseen event, because otherwise it wouldn't be unforeseen. So let's see some posts. Let's go through some posts, and I put the most important ones in the beginning, and a few just, it's more like news on the end of the video. So the first one is dominance dead cross from 1000x girl. Yeah, dead cross for the first time in over 5 years. Is it on monthly? Let's check on monthly. So monthly time, come on, we had it here. We had it in August, and is she on daily? Well, on daily it should be here, so. But we had another dead cross, I think. So that's somewhat of a mixed news, I would say. But yeah, we had one here on the domination on weekly, and we had another one here. Okay, here was a nice rally for the alts, and here wasn't. Here everything just fell. So I hope we will have another alt rally, because I have a lot of alts. So basically we should have, because we didn't have in a very long time. However, I would rather see it on the end of this year or start of the next year. And let's go to the next post, which is from Crypto Rover. So President Trump said he won't let the big banks sabotage the Clarity Act. So that's a nice statement, but let's read the first comment, which I think resonates with a lot of people. So I remember when we fell for this political theater in 2021, big banks always find a backdoor to lobby their way in to these bills anyway. So I kind of agree with this guy, because yeah, they will one way or another get into all the big bills, in the important stuff. Yeah, let's see a few more comments. This time is the time to get bullish. Maybe yes, but not tomorrow. It will be in a few months. It will be. Now is the accumulation time. So basically, yeah, you should be bullish, because we are in the bottom range, and the way up, it's more of a chance to go up now. It's less downside. So he's trading big bank for big bold. Hope the act clears the runway for more than just his ego. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Let's go to the next post, which is also from Crypto Rover. Bitcoin and crypto will skyrocket like never before, beyond your expectations. Which I think they will, but it will not happen tomorrow. But we still have time to accumulate. So he said that about stocks last year would not fade, and the stocks are doing pretty well. They have done well for a while. I've traded a few stocks in the past, and I will also trade more, but not right now. So the next post, the whale keeps accumulating Ethereum. So he just withdrew another 5,926 Ethereum worth $9.58 million. Yeah, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. So we see here, yeah, but we see people also depositing and withdrawing and doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, I think if you want to accumulate Ethereum among other coins, now is the time. So let's go to the next one. Japan's MetaPlanet now holds 43,000 bitcoins after 221 million bitcoin buying spree. So they added 2,823 more bitcoins, which is a lot. 40,000 bitcoin, and it's still trading at a 40% discount to NAV. Treasury strategy until you try to exit and liquidity turns out to be theoretical. I don't know what to say about this, but schemes are being done by the big players, and they will always be on any market, even on the old car market or whatever market, used car market, where there is money to be made, there will always be big players. So we have this picture, which is from Crypto Aici. He talks in Romanian, but he's basically talking about the picture. So we got Trump having like the biggest hole here in the picture, and it's 1.4 billion, which is more than Binance, who got 1.26 billion. Yeah, so in 2025 he's got this money. That's insane, actually. It's a lot of money. Then we get Clear Spark with 365 billion, and Irene with 87, and BitDeer with 66, and the other ones are on minus. I mean, if you combine those minuses, you don't get even a billion. I mean, you get a billion, but you don't get 1.4 billion, I think. Yeah, it's insane numbers, guys. Yeah, so that's why maybe his trust, I would say his trust is corroding now, because people are seeing this and they don't trust the market. They will exit, and that's what they want to do with us. They want to kick us out from the market with bad news and bad numbers, which, you know, it is what it is. But now is the time to accumulate. If you don't accumulate now, you cannot start accumulating when it's the top. I mean, there are people doing that, and after you hear them crying, yeah, but now when everything looks bad, now is the time to accumulate. So this one is from 0x Nobler. So breaking absolute bloodbath. I don't know how to read this number. Wait a second. So million, billion, 1.5 trillion yen. Yuan, yes, yuan has been wiped out from the Chinese stock market today. So yuan is the Chinese currency, yen is the Japanese one. I confuse the symbols. So yeah, that's something. So China is now aggressively dumping US treasuries in a desperate attempt to stop the market collapse. I don't know what to say. You know, will the ordinary people in China be affected by this? I don't think so. But you know, usually when it's the bottom, you get all the bad news, so they will scare you away to put the money under your mattress and don't buy. But basically now is the time to buy crypto. If not now, then when? When it's already up, it's too late already. So the last post that I will show you today, it's OpenAI offers US government a 5% stake worth 42.6 billion. Yeah, the idea of public wealth fund that could let the Americans share in AI profits to through dividend style payouts. That's an interesting one. So it's the modeled on Alaska Oil Fund, which has paid eligible residents annual checks since 1982. So this one is interesting, and yeah, it might be a good idea actually. But let me know what you think, guys, in the comment section. And don't forget, they usually want to scare you off the markets when it's the bottom, and you will just buy when it's here. When I was in my last I was in the last cycle, I was on the market, and they kept saying around this time, they kept saying, oh, it's not started, we are going to go further down, but we didn't. And a lot of people just bought around this instead of buying here. So don't be that guy, and remember, what goes down has to go up eventually, and vice versa. So don't be scared. I know you are, because everyone is, and unless you are very tough-minded or you just have a lot of money to go around with and to play with. But yeah, that's the idea. The big players want to scare you off now, and you will just realize that we are in a new bull market when we are in this range, not in this range. People don't buy. Nobody buys here. Everyone buys here. And Sadly, the alts didn't have such a nice rally. Most of them. Some of them had here, but here, nope. So, yeah, that's it for today. Let me know what you think about this topic and about the bull market and when will it start, and basically let's have an open conversation, and we are going to discuss it in further videos and enjoy the journey together.